Hey, hey, aloha. Welcome, Brother Richie, your backseat quarterback. It is the 20th of January. Can you believe it? 2026. 2026. Where's the flying cars? Where's the teleportation? We do have talk to your watch. That's kind of futuristic, but I trip, bro. 2026. Sun shines out. Maybe come back next year with your haircut. Just You're the CEO of multi-billion-dollar company. I think the hair needs to go. Brother Richie, it is the divisional round wrap up. We're down to the final four next weekend. What do we got? New England at Denver. That's 10 a.m. Hawaiian. That's noon Pacific, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. And then divisional rivals clash in Seattle. Wow. Rams at Seattle. What time did? 1:30. 3:30 Pacific. 6:30. I just woke up from a nap, people. Sorry. Little out of sorts. Getting up with the kid early. It's one of my few days. I dropped the kid off at 7:30 and come back. Took about a 3-hour nap. So, shall we get going? Hit the music. Backseat quarterback. Angry runs. Still no love. Still haven't watched. I don't know. Come on, Kyle Brandt. You're better than that. Buffalo at Denver. Let's get going. Brother Richie, your backseat quarterback. This is the divisional round wrap up. What do I got? About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of notes. Okay. First of all, this is just anytime I see the tush push now, I'm pretty much pissed. That shit, they cannot officiate it right. It's not a football play. The Phillies hardly even used it anymore, or the Eagles, Philly. They pretty much just thrown it in the waste heap. So, can we please? I want all pushing out. There's 3 things that the rules committee needs to work on this year. Any pushing. When the running back is stacked up, you can't just come and push the pile and hit him in the back at full speed from 5 yards and get 10 yards. You can't pick up your quarterback. No more. Tush push. Any helping to propel a ball carrier 15 yards. Unsportsmanlike. Instant replay is just all over the place. It's so arbitrary. So on a touchdown, we can go pick. It looks like, the guy's 3 yards in the end zone in full speed. We can go pixel by pixel on a touchdown. Here's the goal line, and here's the ball, and you can see that right there, his knee is down as he rolls in, so it's at the 1-inch line. Okay, fine. If you're doing that, then that interception, which probably was, but if we're going pixel by pixel at the goal line on the Brandon Cooks Denver interception, McMillan, if you use the same rules and application of instant replay, and if we're going pixel by pixel, his knee is down. He has the ball, and then it gets ripped out. I think replay needs to be half speed at most. Life doesn't work. And I remember Colin Cowherd said it's an interest, he never talks about how at the goal line they do it all the time. So you can do it over here, but you can't do it over here. And the fact it was that one. There was another replay that just seemed a little rushed for the playoffs. McDermott even called a timeout. McDermott even called a timeout. I'm live now. To let them maybe take a little time and check that play. That play in the regular season, 2 to 3 minutes. They're looking at that for sure. In a regular season. This one, they just seem to dismiss it. No, our ball. I don't know. I know a lot of the money was on the Bills. I think 65 to 70% of the money on the Bills. And, I don't believe it's rigged to the point where you want Josh Allen, you don't want him in the Super Bowl. That wouldn't make sense. But if there's tens and hundreds of millions of dollars, But the fact that they didn't even stop the game, basically, they went to commercial and then they just said, our ball. And then he calls timeout. He said, hey, it doesn't matter. It's still our ball. Sometimes it feels like that's the officials, just our ball. Personal foul on them. So figure out instant replay. But, I just think the NFL keeps these gray areas. Keep it gray so, we can arbitrarily manipulate the game and just call it 6-7. Can do either way. I think that's what that means. I don't know. So figure out instant replay. Are we going pixel by pixel? Are we going just half speed? Some plays is pixel by pixel. Some is super slow-mo. Others. And the thing about that INT too, they were already delaying the Seattle game. It was like 7 minutes. You couldn't go 12 minutes. I mean, nobody's going anywhere. Oh, shit. Run the play. I got to get to work. If you had to be somewhere, 5 minutes isn't going to be the difference. So just arbitrarily, not even sure that even if they go upstairs to the booth, usually, we're just waiting on a word from it. But no, they just play, look at it. Nope, that way. How come I don't see it in the mirror? But do I got jowls going on? Fuck. What a drag it is getting old. 58, bro. Look at my hair. Brother Rich, your backseat quarterback. Third thing, I think for the excitement, to give teams a chance to come back, to help the defense and rest a little bit. Starting in the fourth quarter, every time the ball's out of bounds, it's spotted and it doesn't start until the play clock runs or until the ball is snapped. It used to be the whole game. I think until like 2090s, used to be once you went out of bounds, the clock is stopped until the ball is snapped. Go back to that, not just the last 5 minutes of the game, but the whole fourth quarter. So pushing, not just push, any pushing out. 3 things for the committee, the rules committee. No pushing. Figure out instant replay, bro. Are we going pixel by pixel or half speed or, just, I don't know. Figure out what a catch is too. And Calvin Johnson rule, I still can't. No Canva. And third is in the fourth quarter, the clock stops when the ball goes out of bounds until you snap it. Nothing worse. Up by 4, they get the ball back with 9.5 minutes left. 3 plays later, 5 minutes and 40 seconds. It's like, give the defense a chance. If you don't want to go out of bounds, don't go out of bounds. But if you do, the clock stops. It's just end the game, just fucking, it flies by, bro. Nothing worse than when your defense is out there and you're down by 3 points and the other team has the ball with 11 minutes to go and they get 3 first downs. All of a sudden, there's 4 minutes left. They run off 35 seconds of play. That's a minute every 2 plays, minute and a half, and then you get a first down on third down. That's 2 minutes. 4 minutes. You get 3 first downs, you're down to 4.5 minutes left. So I think that'd be fine. I mean, I'd love it if it just went back. I know it's probably 10, 15 extra plays, but when the ball's out of bounds, you just stop the clock until it's snapped. And then, oh, this one too. I've been paying attention to this. Ball goes out of bounds. Sometimes they stop the clock for like 1 second and then it just rolls, almost like they didn't stop. Sometimes it's 5 seconds. Sometimes they wait till the ball is. I mean, what is the actual rule on when the ball goes out of bounds? They stop the clock. When do you run the clock again? Because there is nothing consistent about that at all. Try look next time. Oh, I want to announce, by the way, I've been practicing play by play. I'm going to do, if you want to go back, I did live the fourth quarter of the both the afternoon games on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, I did Houston, New England, fourth quarter, just like a radio broadcast live, play by play. And I did the Rams, Chicago, play by play. I think I'm going to do both games live in full. I don't have a whole bunch. So during timeouts, I'd just cruise. Maybe I'll make some fake commercials, whatever, but think you can join me. So if you want to turn the sound down, or if you're driving somewhere, you want to listen to the games, both games, radio style. It's always been the dream. I've been practicing in my head for 50 years and I just started. So, and I'm going to do the Super Bowl as well. Maybe the first quarter, I'm going to a kid friendly party at Steve-O's house from work. But if you want to check that out, Brother Richie calling the games live, getting some tape down. I met a guy at my work. He was sitting at the bar about right before the football season, named Justin. We're talking football, and I tell him, just huge fan. We're both huge football fans. Said, yeah, I have a podcast, I have a radio show. I always wanted to call games. He goes, call my friend. Here's his number. He has an online website called Sports USA Broadcasters. And there's every week 2 to 3 games. He sends guys to the games and calls them live. He says, call my friend and tell him. I did. I called him right before his season. Said, any chance, anything I can do to help, or I don't know if you do podcasts or maybe call a game from home. He said, we do not call games from home. He made that perfectly clear. Even during COVID, they had live announcers, but he said, put some stuff on tape and send it to me. And it was right before the season. We were kind of rushed. I said, how about this? I'll get some stuff together over the season and we'll talk in the off season. And I should have been doing this all year, but I just really didn't think of it confidence wise, whatever. But, I just feel more empowered. And the longer I'm sober, it's been a year plus, New Year's Eve. And it's time to start on the road to my passion. So I'm going to call two games in full next weekend, 10 a.m. Hawaiian time. That's noon Pacific. I'll be calling New England at Denver, just like it's radio. Then at 1:30, 3:30 Pacific, Rams at Seattle. Watching on TV. I'll probably have the TV in the background, so a little bit of fan noise, whatnot. You might hear the announcers, but I will be calling the games live. If you want to check out the fourth quarter of the last 2 divisional games, you can go to my live feed. So exciting times, people. Also working on some stuff with AI I just realized I get a chance to go to Augusta. And I bought my tickets. My friend's kid won the drive, chip, and putt from the island over here. One of my good friends, and they said, anybody wants to come? We got 4 tickets. I said, I jumped on it. Got friends in Atlanta to stay with. I go to request off, and I didn't even realize it was blackout for request off vacation time because it's spring break. I'm like, bro, and having to be there at 2:30, I am gonna start a consulting firm, something this backseat quarterback show, calling games, something. I'm gonna figure something out that I don't have to, be at the mercy of someone else making my schedule and showing up at 2:30 and at the mercy of people giving me their tips. And it's a great job and it's been a great career, but I'm 58. I started in Kentucky Fried Chicken when I was 13. That's 43 years in the service industry. And I woke up this morning and said, it is time. So I am going to figure something out. Hopefully by then I'm gonna ask them, please, I didn't realize that it's blackout. And is there any way without jeopardizing my standing and my job? But calling games, bro, my next step. So join me live both games next week. I'm gonna ramp it up a little bit on I'll put out some TikTok and some Facebook. Let's get into the games. Buffalo at Denver. Heartbreak, bro. I had $100, 50 on Buffalo making the Super Bowl and 50 on them winning. If they won the Super Bowl, I'm up. It was like 10-1. If they just make the Super Bowl, was, $500. They might have got screwed. I mean, I think the first PI was definitely just fucking very questionable. And the part that gets me is the exact same play happened. At the end of regulation in the end zone, they're holding the guy's arm. Or was it the beginning of OT? It was a play in the end zone. Denver is holding Cook's jersey and his arm, and he goes up one-handed. No call there, but then you call those two. The first one, total bullshit. The second one, maybe, but it's one of those, read the situation. You just don't call that flag, and they say, oh, if it's a penalty, it's a penalty. No, it's not, bro. You just don't call that shit to end a playoff game on ticky-tack bullshit. And sure, and the interception, and if you got a beef with the officiating, is fine. But you had 5 fucking turnovers, Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, what are you doing? What are you doing running around with your ball in one hand on the last play of the half? You're not getting anywhere anyway. I know you got out to the 35 on the kickoff and you want to maybe tack on a field goal, but if there's ever a time to value the football, that is it, and you did not. Then the first drive, 2 fumbles in 3 plays. First drive coming out of the second half. Pocket presence, kind of an issue. Just because you're Superman, there is some kryptonite. It's called turnovers. You had 4 of them. You had 5 as a team. Your best running back, one of the best running backs in the league, had a fumble, and your best quarterback in the league had 4 turnovers. You can't do that. And that's why the game is on the officials. Bullshit. Jumping off sides, fumbling. Tush push Bills finally went right once at least. But every time I see the tush push, I'm fucking just like, fuck you, NFL. All pushing illegal next year in perpetuity. Forever. Can't even change the rule. Back in 05, some reason, hey, let's make it legal for them to push. No. Why would you do that? Running backs don't need any more help. The offense doesn't need any more help. The whole game is rigged for the offense anyway. Give the defense a chance. You go out of bounds, they get to fucking substitute. I saw a great 4th down and inches. I think it was Buffalo. In the shotgun, and he comes up like he can't hear the line of scrimmage trying to change it. Set up the gut. First down. Do that. Do anything but the 0 gap. 0 gap equals Zero brains. Buffalo under center or keeping it on the ground. I remember they went like 8 yards, 6 yards, 8 yards, first down. Then they go shotgun pass on first down. It's 2nd and 10 now. It's all in my manifesto. I am writing a manifesto on coaching football as well. I'll be sending it to every team. When you're running the ball well, don't stop until they stop it. I was watching Indiana last night, Miami, the national championship game. Almost too much. Indiana on second. They were like run, pass. Every series, run, pass. No matter if it's 2nd and 13, still running. I mean, sometimes you can push it too far. But if you're getting 6 yards on first down, run the ball. If they stuff you 2nd and 8, okay, then you can throw. But running the ball just demoralizes. Oh, watch out. Run the ball. It demoralizes the defense. Sparks the offense. You're imparting your will. Just all positive. Run the ball. Especially when it's working. Don't run the ball 5 times. Oh, shit, we got a pass now. You don't. Michigan won a game against, I think, Purdue. They ran the ball 36 straight times in the second half. My Beavers came from 18 points down in the Civil War. Halfway through the third quarter, didn't throw the ball again. Run the ball 26 times in a row if you have to. There's nothing wrong with it. If you have a shit O-line, say set Hutton, fucking have them going off the ball at the same time. It's a lot easier to run block when you're in sync than pass block when your first step is backwards. And the best athlete on their team is coming at you and you're retreating. Makes no sense. Tush push sucks. Josh Allen, what the fuck, bro? 3 fumbles and an INT. Come the fuck on. That's my notes. Buffalo pressure affecting Knicks. 3rd and 11, then they just drop 8. You bring pressure, it's working great, and then on 3rd and 11 in the final plays of the game, and then they go down. I don't know. And you didn't look at the Cooks play for shit. Just nope, our ball. Okay, you can call timeout, coach. We're not looking at they already told me right here, our ball. And the same shit wasn't called earlier on the PI, and they call it twice. The deep one I can see. He was there a little early, but I don't think you call that at the end of the game. The second down and 11 one, the first one called total bullshit. I mean, if he's holding his hand a little bit, the shit happened in the end zone. And if you don't call shit, be consistent. Just like an umpire. I don't mind if you're not calling strikes and you're calling ball strikes, or you're not calling balls. If you're consistent, let us know what the rules of this game are, because they can't always be the same, because it's human nature. And there's human quality to it. Yeah. If I was, forget his name, the DB, when he throws his helmet, I'd have knocked the official on his ass. Fuck it. Take the fine. Fuck it. Moving on. San Fran at Seattle, just a shellacking. Oh, by the way, Buffalo lost 33-30 in overtime. Oh, and by the way, too, last week, only 2 of the 6 teams that won the turnover battle won. Total outlier, because it's 85%. That's turning around. The losing team, 16 turnovers. The winning teams, 4. So 4-to-1 turnover ratio for the losing teams to the winning teams in the divisional round. San Fran 41-6. Oh my goodness. Seattle over San Fran. San Fran was hanging on by a thread all year, just caught up to them. Injuries. Apparently, they practice right next to a power plant. And there's huge emissions of some kind. I mean, it would make sense how many soft tissue injuries they have. I mean, I don't think they're just working out any less or training any less than other NFL teams, but sure seems that way. So you might want to look at your practice facility, San Fran. Turnovers kill. TP, get the fuck out. Up the gut, idiots. Tush push, get the fuck out. Done, over it, stop. Fini, no mas, eat a dick. No more tush push, bro. It's obvious. How many times they jump early, no call. I remember the one Philly, I think against Carolina, where he's still rumbling around and they strip the ball and there's no whistle, but forward progress. But you would have let him keep going. They can't officiate the shit right. It just looks fucking ridiculous. If somebody just turned on and saw tush push, when did they start playing rugby in the NFL? Get it out. It's done. Should have been out last year. And people, oh, you just can't stop it. All those people, I hope to God that you're saying, fucking just get it out. And I'm going to get a little political. It's like the fucking Libyans. Oh, fuck ICE. Oh, so what? Get ICE out so you defend child molesters and drug lords and gangsters and murderers and child racketeering. So you want ICE out because they're trying to arrest child molesters? Really? If you still for the tush push, you're a fucking Libyan. That crowd in Seattle is great. Fucking loud as shit, bro. Great crowd. Some of these hits too in the Patriots game as well. It's 30s or 20s or 0 or 10 below, and these guys just getting smacks. The guys are so fucking big and fast these days. And these guys just catch cracks and just get up. And sometimes I don't know how the hell they got up. Crazy. Get OB Purdy out of bounds. I don't know. So they showed the halftime highlights of the Denver game. No mention of the PI call. That's the one, just brush it under the rug, They showed the interception, of course. No show, and some questionable calls got him down to the 5 and they kicked the field goal. Nobody wants that. I mean, if you're a Denver fan or gambling, you don't want the officials. It's fucked, bro. Get out of bounds. Oh, one more thing about the tush push. Remember, it was made a mockery of when Washington was at New England in the NFC. Was it 2 years ago or last year? Must have been last year. And Bretta kept trying to time it and jumping over the line of scrimmage 2-3 times. And the official, I've never heard this. I didn't even know this thing. If they continue to fuck around, we're just going to award them a touchdown. So you could score a touchdown without scoring a touchdown because of the tush push. Shouldn't that have been the cease and desist moment? When the officials are threatening to give a team a touchdown because the other team can't stop a play and they're jumping offside. Just going to give you a touchdown. Who gets it? Credit for it. New England at Houston. Oh, Josh Allen is 0-7. 0-7 in overtime games, including the playoffs. I think Josh Allen is great, and I think Josh Allen sucks ass, to be honest. How many times in the playoffs he has the ball, down by a touchdown or less, even down by 3 last year at KC, and can't go kick a field goal or can't go score a touchdown? Josh Allen is great, one of the greatest quarterbacks of this day and maybe all time, and Josh Allen sucks ass. Prove me wrong. 0-7 in overtime. People are screaming, why'd McDermott get fired? Why'd McDermott get fired? It should have been Bean. Well, maybe Bean should go too, but you know what? In their 7 playoff losses, McDermott, he's a defensive-minded coach, giving up 33.5 points a game. Fireable offense. Find and waste lose. Not squib kicking with 13 seconds. I was yelling at the TV. That's too much time with 3 timeouts for KC. Squib kick before the new kickoff rule. Let's move on. New England. Houston at New England. Another shit show. What? 4 INTs? 4 INTs. How many fucking turnovers they had? 5 turnovers. And you're in the game. You know, to me, clear sign that a team is just as good or better than the other team. You have 5 fucking turnovers and you lose in overtime. Oh my God. 5 fucking turnovers. And they lost by 12, but they were in the game, you know. It was a 6-point game into the fourth quarter. CJ Stroud just deer in the headlights, bro. What is going on with that guy? Looks like he got some bad news before the game. CJ, very first play, wide open, durfs it into the ground, you know. I don't know if it's a wet ball. He's an indoor guy and warm weather team going up north, whatever it is, just terrible. Tush push as fuck. Please get it out and just in my notes, reading my notes. This made me wonder too. Ball goes out of bounds. Sometimes they start the clock right away. Sometimes they wait 5 seconds. Sometimes they wait till it's placed. When is the clock supposed to start? When it goes out of bounds. What's wrong with just, it's going to be 10, 15 more plays and another half hour on the game. Ball goes out of bounds, stop the clock like it used to be. CJ, what the fuck, brah? The Jones INT at touchdown return. That looked pretty close to being out of bounds at the 1. And they didn't really look at that either. I don't know. They're just rushing instant replays during the playoffs, but in the regular season, they'll just take 3 minutes and look at it. Same play, regular season. We're just sitting on their ass waiting for it. You know, and especially on a standalone game, this is more time, you know, fit in a couple extra commercials. Why are we rushing instant replay during the playoffs when it counts the most? There's an illegal shift on, you know, eligible linemen that sometimes I don't understand that either. He went in motion, put his hand down, then the back put his hand down. They sat for a second, and it took away a Marks touchdown that I needed. It's just, you know, I don't know. Where's the money? Where's the money, Roger? DraftKings, where's the money? Where's the poop, Robin? That look on your face when you're guilty, dog shit in the house. Where's the shit, puppy? Shaking the tail. Where's the shit, puppy? Where'd you shit in the house? I can tell right away. Where's the money, Roger? Gavin Newsom, Minnesota. Where's the money? OMG. Woody Marks, you know, it took him till the third quarter for him to even have a pitch sweep, just zero gap, zero gap, zero gap. That offensive scheme, it sure doesn't show much, you know, ingenuity. These OCs coaching. Play calling is almost as bad as the officiating is the play calling in the NFL. And isn't it about damn time? About damn time. Oh, there's my towels. Pound the table for full-time officials in the NFL. Like Puka said, it's just some lawyer guy and a businessman saying, "Hey, watch me. I'll be on TV. I'm going to throw a flag that wasn't even PI so you can see me on TV. It'll be in the third quarter, first play. First passing play of the third quarter, I'm throwing a flag, and then I'll give you a little wink because I'm on TV and I'm a lawyer at a firm over here." I got a new name for CJ Stroud. It's T.O. Stroud. That stands for turnover, as in 5. T.O. Stroud, 6 quarters, 6 turnovers. And that's not to mention his 3 more in the second half. Just throwing shit up. Houston offense, OOS, out of sorts. CDS, can't do shit. FPFP, pretty fucking pathetic. RYFKM, CJ, what the fuck? Never even heard of the new X-Man in the X-Ref in the booth, the Yes Man. They don't want him to call that PI in this situation. He actually said that, one of the Yes Man X officials I've never heard of in the booth. No matter what's on the field. I think Sterator was, he had an issue with one call. Every single, let's go to the booth. Oh, well, that's obviously whatever the official said. Just, what the official call? Okay, yeah. Oh, look at right there. Obviously, it's not obvious, and they're not always right. You're just a yes man paid by the NFL. Don't stir the pot. It's fucking obvious, bro. I just love football so much. I'm not going to stop, but sometimes I feel like a dumbass for watching. Like, am I a WWE fan now? Because we're pretty much wrestling. They couldn't, with the Better Business Bureau or whatever, they couldn't file it as a sport. They had to file it as entertainment. Not a sport. That's an option. They filed as entertainment. So I guess when the shit does come down and it was rigged, oh, well, we're not really a sport per se. Chicago, maybe kick a field goal. Oh, that's coming up. How many fucking turnovers you can have, Houston? Oh, so dude, where is it? There's a play. I want to show it. I'm going to look for it. There's a play where on the sideline, Houston running like a fade kind of go pattern, timing play. It's about 25 yards downfield. One of those, the guy's getting, grabbed and he's trying to catch the ball, goes out of bounds. And you see the official grabbing for his flag like this. And I don't see any flag in his weights. And then since he can't find his flag, he just goes like that. Grabbing for his flag, obviously, and it looked like damn PI to me. And what happens? Incomplete pass. I'm going to find it right now. T.O. Stroud sucks, bro. New England trying to run the clock out, 3rd down and 5, and throw the ball with 1:50 left. I don't know. I guess I would say it was at 2 minutes and what? Could have sworn I had the. Glad nobody's watching. Anywho, I'll find it. Maybe I'll post it on TikTok, but yeah. Receiver running down, guys grabbing him, hand fighting, but he's had his hand, goes for one-handed grab. The official reaches at his waist like this. Can't find the flag, and I'm just waiting for the flag, and he can't find it. Like it's too buried in his pants, and he's just, oh well, it doesn't really matter. They're only down 6 or 8, whatever. I saw a Jet fan ranting. It's pretty funny. My friend Eric rants about this too. He's a hardcore Dolphin fan. He's 53. I don't know if he remembers 72, their last Super Bowl win. I think they've been in a couple since. Marino only got to 1. But this Jet fan saying, what the fuck are we even doing? What am I doing? I'm wearing this Jets. Why? Why do I still love them? Look at the fucking Patriots. They got a new quarterback and they're going to probably start another dynasty and go into the Super Bowl. They've been through 1 20-year dynasty, 2, 3 down years. They're starting another dynasty. And what have we done? Nothing. Guy just rants and it's pretty hilarious. I tried to send it to Eric. He's in, it's my friend in Italy. But it's true, bro. If you're a Bills, Dolphins, or Jets fan, and all of a sudden the team that you fucking, it'd be like if the Ducks won 7 national championships and then lost a coach and then got a new guy, and then they're back in the championship game. And it would just be so fucking pissy, frustrating. Brah. Can you imagine the team you fucking hate? 20 years, 6 Super Bowls, dynasty. Without a doubt, one of the greatest the greatest dynasty. Nobody's done it for 20 years. And then you have like 3 down years and thinking, okay, maybe we catch up. And then they have 1 shit year and get a great draft pick quarterback. And then they hire a coach. And the guys go, and fuck you, Tennessee. You just let Vrabel walk out the door. Now these bastards have him. It's hilarious, bro. So for all you New England haters out there, I guess just deal with it. It's fucked. You are fucked. Rams at Chicago. Maybe kick a field goal early, Chicago, especially in retrospect. And I know Ben Johnson, he's aggressive. That guy's kind of turning into a cocky little fucking dick, really. He's kind of patronizing and he's kind of ostracizing some guys. And I don't know if you want the whole NFL on your ass. I know it's us against the world in the locker room, but you don't have to give extra added incentive to the other teams. But he could have kicked 2 field goals in the first half. 4th and not inches, 4th and 4, 4th and 3. Maybe you kick one of those. Maybe you kick them both. Maybe it's freezing cold. It's a playoff. Points are going to be at a premium. So I disagreed with that. And then after all that and your identity, and then you score the game-tying touchdown to go down 6 and you kick the extra point. And, it is good self-awareness to realize that our short yardage plays haven't been working. But if that's your scheme and if that's your culture and if that's the way you are, even if you're 0 for 3, then you're probably going to be 1 for 4. So I was very surprised. I found myself rooting for the Rams. I was very, very surprised that he kicked the extra point. Their defense was doing great, though. And Caleb, I mean, you're driving. All you need is a field goal. You're around midfield. You don't need to push the ball 30 yards downfield and throw that pick on 2nd down. Once that guy gets the mistakes out, once he's like 62%, watch out. They're going to win Super Bowls. Wow, Terry McCauley had a disagreement. There was a hands to the face on Caleb and no call. That's another one just arbitrary as shit. CJ Stroud on one of his interceptions, just full body weight, pounded to the ground, no call. Full body weight. But, it's just keep the area gray so the officials can throw a flag when they want or not. Manipulate the outcome of the game. That's what they're there for. That's why we don't have full-time officials. 0 gap, up the gut. 0 gap equals 0 brains. What? Oh, yeah, here we go. Zero brains, zero guts, zero, creativity. Just here, run the ball up the gut. Zero gap, zero gap. And here's another. Oh, rules committee. Fourth thing, no pushing a player at all. Figure out instant replay. Are we pixel by pixel always or only sometimes? Only at the goal line? I mean, figure out instant replay, a little more consistency, please. Stop the clock in the fourth quarter when the ball goes out of bounds until it's snapped. Call delay a game. Well, the clock hits zero, fucking throw the flag. I'd rather it be a little bit early than a 2-3 seconds late. If they're pushing it that much, just throw the fucking flag and they'll speed it up. Another one, 2 seconds. Apparently, because all the ex officials, well, what you do is you see zero, then you look at the ball. So what? Is it like this? Oh, play clock's at zero. Oh, ball's out. No flag. Is that what? Because it seems like more than ever, even just the second half of this year. And they're, play clock's at zero, a beat, snap the ball, and the play's on this place blown dead. You just can't hear the whistle. Then something happens like, where the fuck is the delay of game? If you're going to have the play clock, then fucking call it. Interception at the 50. Who? Run the fucking ball. I don't know. Dude, interception at the 50. Must have been Caleb. How about this? The LA Rams, no penalties, no turnovers, no drop passes in like 4-degree with blustering winds and snow. Talk about discipline. Talk about great coaching. No penalties, no turnovers, no drop passes at Soldier Field and still just win in overtime. Bears are something to be reckoned with, bro. And I would not hang my head one bit. Call fucking delay of game. Officiating and play calling is so suspect in this league. Play calling and officiating. Unfucking believable. Give me 6 months. I'll fucking put a scheme together. I'm writing my book right now. Do I start the book today? I probably should start my working on my new career with AI today, but I'm writing that book while it's still fresh in my head. I got notes. A manifesto on offensive football for the NFL and NCAA and high school, junior high, whatever. Questionable throw up. What? 4th and 7? I don't know. These conditions. In the second half, when in doubt, call timeout. You can't waste them. Rams blew too. They got to a position where, it's a good thing that they were not behind because take the 5 yards, bro. I don't care if it's 3rd down and 8 critical situation with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. You blow timeouts in the third quarter, bro, they come back to bite your ass at the end of the game because in a close game, you almost always need them. When in doubt, no timeout. Take the 5. It's a timeout. It's a free timeout. You can go over and talk. You just got to take 5 yards. I think 5 yards is worth a timeout. Okay, that's about it. Wrap up the weekend. Oh, wait. Dude, I could have sworn I put. Well, just trust me. The guy was like this. Couldn't find the flag, so incomplete. So wrap it up. We got next weekend. New England travels to Denver. Wow, imagine that. Let's have an old school reunion. Except this time it's a young up and comer against a backup. How weird was that Bo Nix thing too? Game's over, everybody. It's like, what, coach? I gotta talk to you. What? Yeah, what? Sean Payton. Awesome, good game, guys. Hey, coach. Bo Nix broke his ankle. He's out. What? Wait, no. What did you say? Am I hearing right? Bo Nix broke his ankle. He's out. Yeah, on a kneel down or on the second to last play, he looked fine at coming off the field. I think they interviewed him. Everything. So we got Jarrett Stidham against Drake May. DS, hey, hit me in your DMs, DS. 10 a.m. I'll be calling that game live. Then we got Seattle hosting the Rams. 1:30 Hawaiian. As Denver beat Buffalo 33-30 in overtime. Seattle pounds San Fran 41-6. New England 28-16 handles Houston, and another overtime thriller. Rams 20 and Chicago 17. That's the wrap up from last week. Don't turn the ball over, kids. 16-4, the losing teams last week. I will be calling those games live. Come join me, please. Aloha, brother Richie. I will talk next week, and we will know who is in the Super Bowl. Aloha. Rah!